Kevin would every so often just call out of the blue. And he would ask a question, and it would be some kind of question about, something in tourism. But it took me a long time to realize that he really wasn't calling about that question. He was calling to check on me, to make sure that I was okay. And that's what Kevin did, is he took those professional relationships and he made them personal.
I've been friends with Kevin for probably more than 35 years, but I knew him before that when he was working for Governor Carlin, and Kevin was a kick in the ass. He was a blast. Everybody liked being with him, and that's going to be hard to replace. So.
Kevin has been a family friend for years, and Linda Leeper was looking for someone to run the Convention and Visitors Bureau at the time, and it was a marriage made in heaven. My fingers have many blisters from tying balloons, but Kevin loved Shawnee, and he wanted to make sure that people knew that we had a Visit and Convention Bureau. I think he loved it as much as we loved him.
I think one of the biggest imprints is, frankly, when he was hired by the Shawnee Chamber to head the Tourism and Visitors Bureau. Kevin brought with him a lot of experience in the hotel industry. He was a general manager at several hotels, and he understood booking rates and how important a community could help a hotel generate additional revenue. And he knew Shawnee had an asset in Mid-America Sports Complex out there. And they were booking some tournaments, but frankly was being underused or whatever. And Kevin had a major impact. And frankly, without his involvement in being with the chamber and understanding the value of tournaments, I don't know if those fields would be there today.
I probably met Kevin about 17 years ago when he was working in the hotel industry. But then I really got to know him when he became the director at Visit Shawnee. Kevin was one of those that just right from the beginning got the concept of what can we do better together.
Well, Kevin and I met professionally through the Travel Industry Association of Kansas, or TIAC, but then quickly developed a personal friendship, and I would call Kevin the godfather of tourism in Kansas, really politically. He knew everything. He's a walking encyclopedia of anything political.
One thing that I loved about Kevin and I most admired about him was his innate ability to navigate the politics of anything.
Some of my best memories for Kevin are our trips to DC to do Destination Capitol Hill. We never had any problems walking into Jerry Moran's office. Jerry Moran started the Tourism Council in Kansas years ago, and Kevin always kept that connection with Jerry, and he really was that savant who really understood so much about politics, and that's because he knew the people.
He was just someone who I think our industry is better today because of the knowledge that Kevin had, and in teaching all of us in the Kansas tourism industry how to effectively advocate.
We were both founding members of the Irish American Club, and he loved St. Patrick's Day. He loved the parades, he loved the floats, he loved organizing stuff, because that's what he was great at. And Kevin loved the Cladis symbol, which I've been thinking about that lately, because the Cladis symbol is this Irish symbol that represents love, loyalty, and friendship. And that's really the definition of Kevin Fern. The dude was a walking Cladis symbol. That was what defined him almost.
And he really helped me fall in love more with Shawnee and understanding the East and the West and all the dynamics and the families were here. And so the history and the perspective that he gave me for Shawnee really was his love for this community.
I mean, he was always promoting Shawnee. He really loved it. He really cared about it. And he wanted to make it a better community and have an impact, and he definitely did.
I don't think he ever missed a funeral in Shawnee because he knew how important it was to the families of the people that he knew that he was there to represent. So, yeah.
You can go around and see Kevin Fern's fingerprints on all kind of stuff because of his involvement in making this a positive climate for community betterment and improvement and economic development, quality of life issues. He was devoted to that stuff. He just loved this place. It was amazing.
The words of the poet Yeats. Think where man's glory most begins and ends. Say my glory was, I had such friends.